Hello students, today we are going to do theorem 8.3, which is actually a converse of theorem 8.2. If you remember theorem 8.2, it stated that in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. Now its converse has a statement: if each pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. So you have been given a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal, and you have to show that the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So what we have been given is a quadrilateral ABCD. Let's first draw it. And what is special in this quadrilateral? Its opposite sides are equal. That is, this side AB is equal to this side CD, and this side BC is equal to this side AD. These four sides, opposite sides, this and this and this and this, they are equal to each other. It is given to us opposite sides are equal. What we have to prove is that, prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. We have to prove that this given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. To simplify this, we'll do a simple construction and that is we will join its diagonal. So let's join its diagonal. Okay, so we have joined its diagonal. We have done this before, so it should not be new to you. As soon as we join the diagonal, it divides the parallelogram into two triangles. This is triangle 1 and this is triangle 2. Now what we are going to try is, we are going to prove that triangle 1 and triangle 2 are congruent to each other, and that can help us prove that this is a parallelogram. This can be also stated in this manner, that we know that that a parallelogram is made up of two congruent triangles. A diagonal of a parallelogram divided into two congruent triangles. So its converse can be stated as, if we can prove that a quadrilateral is made up of two congruent triangles, then it can be a parallelogram, and that is what I am trying to do here. If I can show that the given quadrilateral is actually made up of two congruent triangles, I can say that this is a parallelogram. So let's prove that these are congruent. So in triangles BAC and DCA, that is this triangle 1 and a triangle 2. Remember, last time I told you that in a parallelogram, triangles are congruent, but they are congruent in a particular correspondence. If you look at here, I have chosen BAC and DCA. BAC is this triangle, and DCA is this triangle. But if you look carefully, I have chosen their names in a particular order. When I chose BAC, I chose as if I am choosing this angle. Then I chose the name of DCA as if I am choosing this angle. Remember, I am taking the names of the two triangles in such a manner as if I am actually choosing alternate interior angles. Yes, this is the correspondence you should keep in mind. Whenever you have to write down the two triangles which are made by the diagonals of a parallelogram, choose their names in such a manner as if you are choosing alternate interior angles. That's why I chose the name as BAC and DCA. Okay, let's move ahead. In these two triangles, AB is equal to CD. This AB and CD, they are equal to each other. Why? Because it is given to us. Here it is. It is given to us in the question that these two sides are equal. BC equals to DA. This side BC and this side DA, they are equal. It is given to us in the question. Over here BC and DA are equal, and AC equals to CA, it is common. You can see that this side AC, it is a side that is present in both the triangles, so it is common. Again, AC equals to CA, I have chosen the name. If you look at the correspondence here, AC, then I have to choose the name CA. जब यहाँ पे AC आएगा, आपको उसकी जगह पे साइड CA लिखना है, नाम लिखना है CA. That actually means the same side. It is just the following of correspondence. So that means in triangle 1 and triangle 2, triangle 1 and triangle 2, you can see that three sides are equal, and if in two triangles three sides are equal, they are congruent by S, 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 side, side, side congruence. That means triangle 1 and triangle 2, they are congruent to each other by side, side, side correspondence, or remember the names BAC and DC are congruent to each other. Okay, now so that means these two triangles are congruent now. So now let's move on to its other part. Okay, now what we have to do is, I first wrote down angle 1 equals to angle 2. Let's see where they are. Yes. So as I took the correspondence of, if you remember in the very beginning, I took the correspondence of BAC. Let me write down this first, BAC. And I also took the correspondence of DCA. DCA. This is our correspondence. Keep this in mind. Now, when I take angle BAC, that is this one, angle 1, I have to choose, BAC is over here, I have to choose angle DCA according to the correspondence. DCA, that is angle 2. Okay. So these two angles must be equal to each other. So simply ऐसे याद रखो कि जहां पे एंगल 1 है, कॉरस्पॉन्डेंस के हिसाब से वहां पे एंगल 2 होना चाहिए, यानी जहां पे एंगल BAC है वहां पे एंगल DCA होना चाहिए कॉरस्पॉन्डेंस के हिसाब से, यानी 1 की जगह पे दूसरी ट्रायंगल में कौन है, 2. So they will be equal to each other and we call this as CP CT. But if you look at these two angles carefully, they are actually alternate interior angles. So अभी भी हमने प्रूव किया कि ये दो एंगल्स आपस में इक्वल है, बट लेकिन ये तो alternate angles है, और alternate angles कब इक्वल होते हैं, when lines are parallel to each other. So if these two angles are equal, 1 and 2 are equal, they will be equal because this side and this side must be parallel to each other, and this AC must be acting as a transversal. You got this? That 1 and 2 are equal, लेकिन वो तो alternate interior angles हैं, ये इसीलिए equal होंगे क्योंकि दरअसल side BC और side AD आपस में parallel होगा. This is actually also a proof whenever you have to prove two lines are parallel. So when you have to prove two lines are parallel, you show that either corresponding angles are equal or alternate angles are equal or co-interior angles are supplementary. So यहाँ पे अगर alternate interior angles equal है, उसका मतलब lines parallel है. So wrote down, therefore AB is parallel to DC, क्योंकि alternate angles तभी equal होते हैं जब lines are parallel हो. Okay, now moving on. Also angle 3 equals to angle 4. Again from the correspondence. Let's see first where is 3 and where is 4. Okay, these are 3. So 3 जो है, it is actually angle BCA, isn't it? 3 is angle BCA. Now go back to the correspondence. It is here. यहाँ पे correspondence. Look at this. When you choose BCA, then according to the correspondence, दूसरी triangle में कौन सा angle choose करना है? DAC. Now let's look at DAC. That is angle 4. So इन दो triangles में जहां पे angle 3 है, उसी की जगह पे, उसी की position पे angle 4 है. So they must be equal to each other because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4, and the reason is CPCT. So again, if you look at these two angles, 3 and 4, they are alternate interior angles, and we just proved that these two angles are equal to each other. But two alternate angles can only be equal when lines are parallel. That means in this case, this line AD or side AD is parallel to this side BC, and AC is acting as a transversal such that angle 3 is equal to angle 4, and they are alternate interior angles. So that gives us that side BC is parallel to DA. Now खुद ही अंदाजा लगा लो, such a quadrilateral whose both pair of opposite sides are parallel to each other is, yes, this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So I written down, hence quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस में कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना है, बस इतना याद रखना है कि जब भी आप पैरेललोग्राम लेते हो उसमें जो ट्रायंगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट होती है, जो उसके डायगोनल की वजह से बनती है, उनका एक पर्टिकुलर ऑर्डर होता है. वो ऑर्डर मैं फिर से रिपीट करता हूं कि जब भी आप यहां से ट्रायंगल बी ए सी चुनोगे, आपको अब यहां एडीसी नहीं चुनना है, नहीं, वो ट्रायंगल आपस में कॉन्ग्रुएंट नहीं होती है. जब भी आप जब भी आप जो है बी ए सी यहां से चुनोगे, दूसरी ट्रायंगल का नाम ऐसे चुनना जैसे कि आप ऑल्टरनेट इंटीरियर एंगल चुन रहे हो. यानी जो है दूसरी ट्रायंगल का नाम मैं चुनूंगा डी सी ए. ठीक है, जब भी आप पहली ट्रायंगल का नाम बी ए सी चुनोगे, आप यूं चुनना कि आप ये वाला एंगल चूज कर रहे हो. तो दूसरी ट्रायंगल का नाम यूं चुनना कि आप ये वाला एंगल चूज कर रहे हो. और इस तरीके से जो है आपको पैरेललोग्राम में जो है ट्रायंगल्स की कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस करेक्ट रहती है. होपफुली अंडरस्टूड इट. अगर कोई और क्वेश्चन है तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हो.